Hey guys, Nick Halden here, aka DVD Collector 96, and welcome to a new video on my YouTube channel. Okay guys, so welcome to the rewatching on 4K of every single Thanksgiving episode of Friends. And before we begin today's fourth and last vlog, happy Thanksgiving to you all. I wish you guys all the best and that all your dreams have come true this year. And I hope you're having a beautiful day. I'm posting this video at 6 p.m. Miami time. So there's still like a few hours left for all the family to be reunited to eat and things like that. And guys, I come from a country where Thanksgiving is not a holiday. This is like exclusive to the US. And every single year I try my best to celebrate. I'm off today and also tomorrow, which is Black Friday. And Black Friday has always been my favorite part of the year because it gives me the excuse of get a lot of physical media on discounts. But anyways guys, we're going to be watching today the very last two episodes of Friends Thanksgiving episodes. But don't be sad because it's over, because on Christmas, so the whole December, you guys are going to be having 5 new vlogs. But now we're going to be tapping together into the Christmas holiday season on the channel. But anyways guys, I have my list right here. And again, we are at the very last 2 episodes. So I have my 4K case right here with seasons 9 and 10 of Friends on 4K. And today we're going to be watching season 9 episode 8 called The One with Rachel's Older Sister. I remember loving this episode a lot as well. And season 10 episode and The One with the Late Thanksgiving, which is also a super special episode because it's the episode where all the friends kind of miss Thanksgiving, but then good news drops at the very end. And it was the last season of the show, so that one is definitely going to be a special episode to watch. But anyways guys, we have, as usual, our episodes guide on Blu-ray for more detailed information into the episodes. And we have our book of more information into the episodes. And for what I have seen, season 9 episode 8 does have an entry on the book. So I will be showing it to you guys and I'm going to be reading it to you guys as well. So the dynamic of the last vlog, as usual, is going to be the same. I'm going to be basically recording a little bit of an intro, then I will be watching the episode, and then I will be back here to give you guys more information what the episode is about. If it has a commentary, with both of these episodes do come with a commentary, so I might be able to give you extra details on the inside of the episode. And guys, feel free to be watching all these episodes with me. This is a great excuse for you to basically be rewatching Friends. This is a show that I can rewatch millions and millions of times and I never get tired of it. It's my favorite memories from when I came to the US because I have my best friend and we will always watch the show. And another part, to be honest, after I'm done with these vlogs that I'm recording for the channel, I will be watching the whole 4K set. And eventually I do want to maybe create a video about like my experience watching the show on 4K, because I did say it's been a year since the product has been out, but people need to actually be watching every single episode to be able to make a more critical judgment, not just by watching a few scenes here and there on the 4K quality. So far for me, all the episodes that I have seen, and I have seen glimpses of it, guys, the 4K looks good, the audio quality looks good, and I think they did a great job. And we finally got Friends on 4K, which again, it's such a special show on American history, and I'm so glad that we did. But anyways guys, let's go ahead and get this video started. So we're going to be checking first for season 9 episode 8. So on my episode book from the Blu-ray box set, let's go all the way to season 9. Okay guys, so my bad, I dropped it. So this is the season 9 entry on the book, and we're looking for The One with Rachel's Older Sister. So guys, this will be episode 8 of season 9, but overall on the show we're already at episode 202, The One with Rachel's Older Sister. Writing by Shanna Goldberg Mehan, directed by Kevin S. Bright, with an original air date of November 21st, 2002. On the night before Thanksgiving, Rachel's self-centered younger sister, Amy, ruins everyone's holiday dinner with her uncensored observations. And this one has a selectable audio commentary by executive producers Kevin S. Bright, Martha Kaufman, and Davey Crane. Guys, you can tell by watching the Thanksgiving episodes that the cast and the crew did an amazing job taking care of the fans on the Thanksgiving holiday episode. Like, you can tell the magic of this episode. And on the commentaries that I have seen on previous episodes, it's there. So I love getting to hear the commentary and hearing things like how a whole crew comes in to basically decorate the set for the Thanksgiving pieces and things like that. And then the same thing for Christmas. So I'm pretty emotional. And I'm sure I'm going to be having an amazing time by watching the episode and then watching it with the audio commentary. So guys, on the 4K case right here, this is how it looks after I get it open. So season 9 of Friends comes with 3 discs. So season 9 episode 8 should be 4K disc number 1. Let's try our luck, and that's one of the things that I did complain on the 4K set, that the guide that it has, it doesn't specify which episodes are on each disc. So that's kind of the norms right now for TV shows getting released on physical media. We don't got the extensive guides that we used to get before. So let's play 4K disc number 1 and let's see if the episode is there. If not, should be on a 4K disc number 2. So let's go ahead and play it on my TV. Okay guys, so season 9 of Friends, 4K disc number 1. I have played it right there. As usual, I do have it muted because the intro song melody is playing on the background. But this is the picture that they choose for the menu of 4K disc number 1. We have the breakdown menu on the bottom part. So we're going to go to episodes and it should be on this disc. So it's right there, season 9 of Friends, episode 8. The one with Rachel's older sister. So as you can see, it has a little bit of a microphone next to it. That means that the episode also includes a commentary. Unfortunately, commentaries do not come with closed caption, which I would love for them to have them, but no. You only have the closed caption for the actual episode. So as usual, I always watch the episode on English, which is the original language, of course, and I also add closed caption on English to basically add more words into my knowledge. But anyways, guys, it's about to be 40 minutes for me because I'm going to be watching first the episode without the commentary, and then I'm going to do a second rewatch with the commentary so I can go back there and give you guys more insight into the episode, tell you guys what the episode is about, and my honest thought about this episode. And also, since this is the last vlog of the Thanksgiving season, we will be choosing today which are the best Thanksgiving episode, and I will let you guys know which was my favorite episode out of all the 10, because again, every single season of Friends did came with a one Thanksgiving episode per season. So let me relax, let me watch it. For me today is Saturday, so I have the whole day to be recording these videos today. I love these kind of days. So again, I will be watching the episode and I will be back in a second.
Oh, whoa!
Okay, just to be clear, comedy with the plates will not be well received.
Oh my god, guys, this episode of Friends has aged so well. What an amazing, funny Thanksgiving episodes. And kind of long. It was 25 minutes. And there usually are between 20, 21, 22 tops. But this one was 25 minutes. So, I watched it first, as I told you, without the audio commentary. And then I did a second rewatch with the audio commentary. I think out of all the scenes this episode, Monica was the best. But literally the best. So guys, the episodes get divided into a few acts. So at the very beginning, we have basically Monica and Chandler organizing Thanksgiving dinner. And we find out that there is this China place that did bad because of the wedding. That is so expensive, and Monica has them reserved for whenever the Queen of England comes in. So Chandler kind of convinces her, and he's like, Why do we want to have something that expensive that we're never going to be using? And he convinced her to use it for the Thanksgiving dinner. So they made a quick joke right here, which she's like, "You will need to explain to the queen why we didn't use them for the first time with her." And he's like, "Okay, don't worry. If the queen comes, I will talk to her." And she's like, "Right, because I will let you talk to the queen." But anyways, then jump to Joey that is watching the Thanksgiving parade, and they're basically go like, "Oh, and now the soap opera stars of Days of Our Lives." And Joey realizes like, "Oh my god," and Chandler asking like, "Aren't you one of those stars?" So Joey basically forgets that he needed to be on the parade. He tells Chandler that, "Oh my god, I write important things like this on my arms," and he has long sleeves, so when he pull it up and he reads that, he's like super long sleeves. So Joey being the comedic relief as usual. And basically he even tells Chandler like, "They were so like, you need to be there, and that goes with you, Tribbiani, like I was some kind of idiot." And then Chandler's like, "Oh, okay, so then you proved them wrong." So anyways, then Phoebe comes into the Thanksgiving dinner, and Joey is going to ask her for help about lying, because he's a terrible liar. She even asked him like, "What happened with my muffin yesterday when I went to the restaurant?" And he started making this excuse about a raccoon. There is a funny part there when she's like teaching him like, when people start looking down, it's because they're lying. And he's like, "Oh, I'm a good actor," and she's like, "Oh yeah, you're a great actor." And then she started looking other ways. But guys, the title of the episode. So we have Rachel and Ross on the apartment with the newborn baby Emma, and Rachel's sister shows up. Now this is a sister from Rachel that we do not know until this point, only by name. And what's funny is it's like Rachel if she have never come out of her princess world. Let's call it that way. So the sister is only involved with her, she only cares about her, she's bad with names, she's making fun of Ross because he was a geek, blah blah blah. So she keeps saying bad comments thinking that Ross was a different guy, and Ross keeps like, "It was me. No, but the guy I'm talking about had a fat sister." And he's like, "All me. I will save you the embarrassment." Then there is a joke with the past nose from Rachel, and the sister is like, "Do you ever get worried that your baby will get that nose?" And she's like, "All the time." So that was funny as well. So guys, basically Rachel invites her sister to the Thanksgiving dinner, and when it comes to the Thanksgiving part, that's the best part of the episode, because now we don't only have the whole 6 casts together, but we have this character which you want to hate because of how bad she is, but you just love her because how comedic it is and how she interacts with the characters. So she comes out with this idea like, "Oh my god, if you, Rose, and Rachel died, I can keep the baby." And she makes all this movie where she will rise to the occasion and then get a makeup and then get a boyfriend, blah 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 blah. So they confess to her that, "You're not getting the baby. If something happened to us," they knock on wood, "the baby will go to Rachel, to Monica and Chandler." So they go super emotional because they've been trying to have a kid for a while, and that's kind of like the good part on the episode. So the China plates are a big running joke. Rachel's sister is terrible with names. She's basically calling Phoebe different names, and Phoebe keeps being like, "Phoebe," and she's like, "Why are you making that noise?" So the episode continues going on, and when we get to see the characters sitting down at the table, and Monica being like, "Don't joke about the plates. These plates are super expensive." Ross is even trying to wave them and almost fell out of his hands, and then Monica pinching him on the arm. So that was funny as well. But when they are on the table, that the conversation starts to happen, that they realize that if Monica is no longer in the picture, Chandler wouldn't get the baby. So he gets frustrated, the sister gets frustrated, and a lot of more conversations starts to happen when they're kind of for Chandler feeling, because they don't feel like he's the responsible kind of dad, and that's why they were thinking about giving the baby to Monica and Chandler. So the sister continued doing a lot of things. The plates continue being an important part because Joey gets a red different plate because they don't trust him being careful with the plates. The sister is kind of like stress cutting and then like cutting bad the plates. And then Monica is like, you know what? We should cut our meat like this. And she gets a turkey leg and they kind of like cut it in the air. And everybody's like, oh my god, the crazy plate lady. So again, this is the best corny interpretation of Monica that you can see out there. Like, it was the best part of the episode for sure. But anyways, guys, we have a cute moment on the hall where Chandler goes out and then Monica is like, these people don't even have an idea. They had a baby because of a broken condom from 5 years ago. Blah, blah, blah. They come inside, but then a fight breaks loose between Rachel and the sister. So when the fight drops loose, Monica is like, oh my god, the plates with the boxes. There is no time for bubble grab. The plates with the boxes. One of the plates fell down and Monica almost faints and Ross catches her. So that was amazing, guys. The comedic relief. Joey continued trying to get a liar. He's basically going to say that he had a family emergency. When he rolled his sleep again, he's like, pick grandma from the airport. He's like, oh my god. So he keeps forgetting things. And Phoebe and Joey are kind of like the comedic moment. When Chandler gets depressed because he wouldn't get the baby, then Monica is like, Phoebe is like, oh, that's your movie. So again, it's a big comedic relief in this episode, Phoebe and Joey. So Chandler rises to the occasion and basically tells both sisters to apologize to each other and to apologize for Monica. That's not a way to basically behave on somebody else's apartment. So he kind of gave on that moment. The big relief is like he can be a big parent. And he even make a joke to Ross like, if I die, you wouldn't get Joy. So at the end, Ross is like, you know what? For what I've seen today, you could get Emma. And he's like, can I get Joey now? He's like, okay, if you want it. So the very ending joke of the episode is that when the plates are going to be put away together, Chandler by accident breaks all of them down. So Monica ended up finding out at the end of the episode. But again, guys, it was a great episode. It has a lot of inside jokes. And the commentary was also amazing to hear. Because on the commentary we get told that they were trying to put the sister from Rachel that we already knew, but they couldn't, and that's when they brought this amazing actress that was super well on set with every single character. We get to find out that the China plane was bad by one of the producers because she loved that. We get to find out how they recorded the whole scene where the plates broke down. We get basically inside the story of how they get into the Thanksgiving episodes and that the cast actually do eat. On the takes that we see them eating through the Thanksgiving dinner, they are eating. That's not a lie, they're actually eating. So again, beautiful Thanksgiving episode. What a great episode to watch during Thanksgiving Day. But guys, now we do have our last entry of the Thanksgiving vlogs on the book. I have right here the paper because I want to have it separated, and this is how it looks. It has a big picture on it, so let's go ahead and go through this entry on the book. Okay guys, so we're talking about season 9 episode 7 of Friends, the one with Ross' inappropriate son. Oh my god, I took the wrong page. That should be a blooper, but I will keep it. This is the page, guys. This is the scene from the episode. Okay? Can we start over? Yes, we're starting over. So, season 9, episode 8. The one with Rachel's other sister. Written by Shanna Goldberg Mehan, directed by Kevin Spry, with an original air date of November 21, 2002. Okay, let me be comfy here. Friendsgiving is here, and Chandler asks Monica to use their wedding china for the occasion. She hesitates because she doesn't want it to break, but eventually agrees. While they get dinner ready, Joy sees the Day of Our Lives vlog go by at the parade and realizes he totally forgot he was supposed to be there and needs to come up with a good excuse. Rachel's favorite sister, Amy, played by Christina Applegate, shows up while they're getting ready. She is in dire need of a hair straightener to use before meeting her boyfriend for Thanksgiving dinner. But when she gets a call that her boyfriend's wife has returned home, Rachel and Ross are stuck with her. They bring her to Monica's, where she begins insulting everyone, calling Phoebe Emma and singing her name Phoebe is just a noise that Phoebe makes, telling Joey that they must put a lot of makeup on him for the show, but she gets really insulted when Ross and Rachel ask Chandler and Monica to be Emma's godparents, claiming she should be the one to care for Emma if they die. She looks at Chandler and says, "This guy? Seriously?" The touching moment from Monica and Chandler ends quickly when Ross explains that if Monica dies, Emma will go to his parents, hinting that Chandler wouldn't be capable of raising her alone. Chandler is reminded of all his own fears about raising a child. And guys, again, there is so many jokes that I know I'm missing, but I'm trying to do these reviews by heart and by memory. I'm not like while watching the episode recording the clips, but again, it has so many jokes. Like the sister has so many inside jokes. Like there is a part where Rachel tells her like Ross has a PhD, and her mind goes to and it's TAs, and she's like, "What? That's disgusting," or something like that. So again, she was a big comedic moment for the episode. The quote for this one: "I want you to know that if I die, you don't get joy." That's something that Chandler says to Ross. It's kind of comfortable to read when you're like here. Let me say like this. Okay, so scenes come to a head between the sisters when Amy finds out that Rachel gets a 45% discount at Ralph Lauren while Amy is still paying full retail prices. Amy gets the ultimate revenge when she says your baby isn't even that cute. Rachel demands that she takes it back, and when she doesn't, they start fighting in Monica's kitchen right next to the expensive china. They are slapping each other and messing up each other's hair. Monica screams, "Forget the bubble wrap, there isn't time," as they quickly put the dishes away, and Joy suggests throwing Jello on the fighting girls. When Rachel breaks a plate, Chandler puts his foot down. He makes them apologize to Monica and to each other, providing that he can be a good father figure. As a compromise, Rachel lets Amy use her Ralph Lauren discount, and they are on good terms again. Chandler, meanwhile, gets the diaper bag to change Emma, empowered by his new dad confidence, but knocks over the entire box of china in the process. And on the picture that we have right here on the book, guys, it basically says, "Do you remember when things were happier before Amy showed up?" That's a funny gag right there. But guys, my favorite part about this, on the book, commentary. Christina Applegate won an Emmy for her performance in Friends and Rachel's sister Amy. Guys, she's amazing. She's insufferable but so comedic. She was so nervous for the role that she almost fainted right as she was getting ready to knock on Ross and Rachel's apartment door at the beginning of the episode. The famous catfight between Rachel and Amy was really the highlight of the episode, according to Applegate, and she said they did it again and again until it was perfect. Days of Our Lives plays into a subplot of this episode when Joey forgets he's supposed to be riding the parade float on Thanksgiving Day. But Joey is not the only one on the show with connections to days. Christina Applegate appeared on the soap opera when she was 3 months old with her mom, Nancy Pretty, who acted on the show, and Jennifer Aniston's father, John Aniston, is well known for playing the character Victor Kiriakis since 1985 on the popular daytime drama. That's the things that I love when I watch commentaries or read entries like this, because it gave me a lot of concept behind the scene moments. That's something that I wouldn't have catch up because I have never seen Days of Our Lives, but I do know it's a famous soap opera in the US, and see, that's the thing that we find out together. But anyways, guys, we're about to be rewatching together now the very last Thanksgiving episode of the show. We're going to be jumping now to season 10, episode 8, called The One with the Late Thanksgiving. Another episode that I have fresh memories from on my mind. I think I watched it when I went to Chicago. They have Friends on a Plane, like they have a few episodes, and I think I watched that episode. It's also the episode with the floating heads, and when I went to the Friends experience here in Aventura Mall in Florida, I took my mom and we took a picture like the floating heads. It's kind of harder than it looks, so it also has a commentary. It will be fun to know if they can tell us how they did all the heads outside of the door. And on the last page of the book, guys, we have this moment from when they wrap up the show, and I can't believe we're getting to the very last season of Friends on Thanksgiving. And guys, about the 4K quality for season 9, it was great. I love the 4K quality. The audio quality was also amazing, so no complaints on season 9. So guys, now we're looking season 10, episode 8. Let's go to the season 10 entry. The one with the late Thanksgiving is right here, and the book also has a picture right here, the picture with the floating heads. So we have season 10, episode 8, but overall on the show, this one is episode 226, the one with the late Thanksgiving. Written by Shanna Goldberg, Mehan, directed by Gary Hobson, with an original air date of November 20, 2003. Monica prepares a Thanksgiving feast and is furious when no one shows up, because everybody has something to do on this episode. When Joey gets stuck in the door, Monica and Chandler have the ideal remedy. Phoebe convinces Rachel to enroll Emma in a baby beauty contest. A selectable audio commentary by executive producer Kevin S. Wright, Martha Kaufman, and David Crane. So this episode is going to be also a 40-minute rewatch for me, because I will be watching the episode first and then I will be rewatching it, but with the commentary on. So guys, I have my 4K case right here with seasons 9 and 10 of Friends, and season 10 was the purple color and it only has 2 4K discs, so for sure it will be 4K disc number 1. So let me go ahead and play it on the TV and I'll be back in a second. Okay guys, so season 10 of Friends on 4K disc number 1, the very last season of the show. The menu is muted as usual because it has the intro melody song playing on the background. I love the intro song, guys, and I also love the intro. I would love to know in the comments if you're those kind of person that skip the intro or you watch the intro every single time. I'm the kind of person that watches the intro every single time. I don't skip it, and I would love for TV shows to bring back intros. But anyways, guys, this is the main menu of 4K disc number 1 from season 10. We have a beautiful picture of the cast. I loved it. And we have the breakdown menu at the bottom. We're going to be locating the episodes tab. And then on episodes, we're going to be locating from season 10, episode 8, titled The One with the Late Thanksgiving. As you can see, it also has a microphone on it, specifying to you that this one also has an audio commentary once you're done watching your episode. So I'm about to be rewatching it. For me, it's going to be 40 minutes, but for you guys, it's just going to be a second before I'm back there. And again, if you're watching this video on the premieres, thank you so much. I hope you're having an amazing Thanksgiving day. But anyways, let me go ahead and play it, and I see you guys in a second.
No, we're late. What are you doing here?
We're late too. We figured we could be late because you guys were gonna be on time.
Don't point.
Okay guys, so just finished my rewatch of the episode, and I also was able to rewatch it, but then with the commentary on. What a beautiful way to say goodbye to the Thanksgiving episodes from Friends. As I told you from previous comments, the showrunners has always let us know how important they take the Thanksgiving episodes. And one of the things that get commented is that they knew ahead of season 10 that this was going to be the final season of the show. So they were able to create every single episode with the feeling that, okay, this is the last season of Friends. So for the very last Thanksgiving episode of the show, the idea was of kind of like repeat what happened on the first Thanksgiving episode, where everybody wanted it to have a different food. So Monica was like, I'm not cooking it, and then she ended up cooking every single food. So they kind of tried to play this card again this year. So this year the friends are hanging out in the cafe, and Monica comes in with Chandler, and Chandler gives them the news that since they're stressed about the adoption thing with the baby, they do not want to be hosting Thanksgiving this year because it shouldn't be on them every single year. So the whole gang acts like, no, you need to do it, you're always the one to do it, so you need to do it this year again. And then Phoebe plays the card of, you know what, last year wasn't even that good, so I'm not going to miss if we don't get it this year. So, of course, Monica gets upset and she's like, what do you mean it wasn't good? Take that back. And then Phoebe plays basically with this card and she's like, oh, so prove to yourself that you can outdone yourself. You will be competing with yourself. And then Monica goes like, that's my favorite kind of competition. So that's kind of like what gets into the episode. And remember, Chandler has always had Thanksgiving dinners. And this year he will be the one helping do the cranberry sauce, which he makes every single time he can. He said to the team that he was the one that did the cranberry sauce. So what happens on this episode is that Rachel and Phoebe had something because they want to take baby Emma to a beauty pageant where she can be winning a prize, and then Ross and Joey invite Chandler into the game. Chandler tells them no, Monica didn't want to do Thanksgiving dinner, so we need to be here. And Joey and Ross ended up going by themselves. So what happened is that Monica and Chandler are ready on time, but the whole gang it's late, and it creates this whole comedic range where we get the floating head scene. They get late, Monica realizes they're like on the hall, and they're basically Monica doesn't let them in. And the joke is that they want to be spending Thanksgiving together, but Monica doesn't want to let them in. Chandler takes her side, and then we have the floated scenes. And yes, guys, on the commentary they did explain that it was kind of uncomfortable for the characters to be put in that position, but it was super good for the show, and it was. So we have the scene which they're making fun of Joey. They're putting things into Joey's pants, so it's this whole new deal. And again, it was played super good. Eventually Joey gets his head soaked. They're able to open the door wide open. He falls into all the dinner, and when they're thinking that Monica is going to be super obsessed with them, Monica comes out with the news that somebody has chosen them to be their adopting parents. A girl on Ohio, which will be played later on by Anna Faris, is pregnant, and she decided that she wants to give the baby to them. So the whole gang's hugs. Joy is full of food, and we get one last time the whole gang together at the table eating Thanksgiving dinner one last time. So it's basically the scene where every single scene worked out good for the best, and there is a lot of comedic jokes. There is a part where Joey basically rips Ross's t-shirt, and Ross is like, hey, like complaining to him. We have all the jokes about Rachel taking Emma to a beauty pageant, and basically both of their parents being like, oh, there is a $1,000 prize, and being like, oh, when can we take her back? So that was another great joke. And again, out of all the Thanksgiving episodes, this one is really special because it was the very last one. So the commentary just adds things like that. They let us know the idea that they have for the episode, how they wanted it to put Chandler kind of involved, creating the cranberry sauce and things like that, and what a beautiful experience it was to create every single Thanksgiving episode. They give a heads up to the prop people because they need to be setting up the table with the food, and that's kind of a little bit of a pain. So they're always grateful with the team because they're always taking care of that. And again, what a great way to say goodbye to every single Thanksgiving episode of Friends. But guys, the moment of truth. Sorry for my hair. I don't know why it's doing that. I need to like water it up a little bit to see if it stays in place. Forget about that. But guys, this is the last vlog, and we have our main list. I feel like I want to do a top 3, and then I will let you know what's my favorite episode, guys. So let's run through the list. We have season 1, episode 9, the one where the underdog gets away, which is basically the episode where Monica is cooking all these dinners, but they go to the roof because a balloon gets out and they get locked out of the apartment. So later on we have season 2, episode 8, the one with the list. I don't know why I don't remember a lot about the one with the list. That wasn't like super Thanksgiving if I remember correctly. But anyways, we have season 3, episode 9, the one with the football. That was an amazing episode. Super comedic, but again, it wasn't that centered into Thanksgiving dinner. Then, which is vlog number 2, we have season 4, episode 8, the one with Chandler in a box. Then we have season 5, episode 8, the one with all the Thanksgiving. Season 6, episode 9, the one where Ross got high. And then for Block 3, we got Season 7, Episode 8, the one where Chandler doesn't like dogs. Season 8, Episode 9, the one with the rumor. And then for this vlog, we have just saw Season 9, Episode 8, the one with Rachel, older sister, and Season 10, Episode 8, the one with the late Thanksgivings. So a big shout out to Season 1, Episode 9, the one where the underdog gets away because it's the very first Thanksgiving related episode. And a big shout out to Season 10, Episode 8, the one with the late Thanksgiving because, again, it's the last Thanksgiving episode. But my top 3 are Season 6, Episode 9, the one where Ross got high. We got the big fiasco with Rachel cooking a dessert and a plate at the same time. We got the parents into the Thanksgiving dinner. We got a lot of things going on at the same time, so that was an amazing Thanksgiving episode. Number 2. That was number 1. I'm going to say 3. It doesn't mean that that's the first one on my list. Number 2. Season 8, Episode 9, the one with the rumor. We have Brad Pitt. We had a lot of comedic moments. We have the Winnie for Rachel Green, so that was an amazing episode on my top 3. And number 3, Season 9, Episode 8, the one with Rachel, older sister. We have the big China situation with Monica freaking out because of an expensive China. But guys, out of those 3, I have to say that out of all 10 episodes, my favorite Thanksgiving episode, I want to do another special shout out to Season 5, Episode 8, the one with all the Thanksgiving. That was a special as well because that's the turkey moment. So those are my 4 picks. But my favorite of all, Season 9, Episode 8, the one with Rachel, older sister, that I just saw right now. Guys, that episode was so fun. And it kind of made me feel like every single scene was set for an amazing episode, but not only we have the 6 friends, we have Rachel's sister doing an amazing job, and she's back on Season 10 as well. So yes, that's my favorite Thanksgiving episode of all the 10. But guys, this is the list. Let me put it right there. So that's the list of episodes. You have a blog per with a few episodes each on the dates. You now are seeing blog 4, so if you have missed the third previous blog, you have to go to the channel and look for them. But I would love to know in the comments, if you're a big Friends fan, what's your favorite Thanksgiving episode? What's your favorite Thanksgiving memory of the whole show of Friends? But guys, again, happy Thanksgiving. We're going to be having an amazing December on the channel, and again, we will be back with Friends. Friends are going to be there for us every single week with Christmas episodes. But anyways, guys, that'll be all for today's video. Like I always say, I hope you guys are enjoying with this new kind of content in the channel. If you are, please let me know in the comments, leave me a like, and please subscribe to my YouTube channel so we can keep this channel growing. And see you guys again soon on a new video.